Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Kaiju stream. We're going to continue where we left off yesterday, and hopefully we can, I would say work on the planes today. The tail needs some fixing. Obviously the wings are not finished yet. Actually, let's do this, since I think I should be able to finish the wings rather quickly. I'm going to do the wings first, and then do the planes, either today or tomorrow. So I'm going to go on a new layer and grab my triangle brush. So I think I'm going to leave them this color for now, in case it's a new layer, so you can try things out a little bit. Hello, Mr. Callum VR. Hello. And welcome to today's stream. Okay, brush was a little too small because I was sketching before. Alright, yes, I'm gonna leave them as they are and eventually change the color if I feel like I have to. Did you draw that? Yes, of course. Yeah, we're trying to finish it. It's been going on for 10 episodes. You can find the previous ones in the actually more technically, considering also the brainstorming phase. You can find them in the live tab on YouTube, like the previous videos. It's taking time because it's a long thing. It's an actual full illustration, so 15-20 hours probably. So we're about 15 hours in. Considering I'm also talking, I would say it's probably going to take about 20 hours. Hopefully we can finish it this week. Hopefully. You have mad skill, thank you. I wish I did actually, because this is really hard for me to do. Some people I know do it more naturally, and I am really jealous of their skills. One of these people is going to be in the chat, hopefully. The Emperor of Cheese. So I will get rid of the planes for now and reinsert them later. Also because I'm not so sure about the trail. It's not very natural for a trail to happen. So let's see. We will see. I should probably pull the reference. Where's the reference? I did have some sort of reference for the wings, and it went away. There you go. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are transparent. I am not sure yet whether I want them to be transparent-ish or opaque, kind of like moth wings. They seem to be kind of opaque now. I'm just gonna go with this and see what happens. Not the greatest idea, probably just go off without an actual plan, but hey. Whatever. I'm still fighting this hideous cough. It's been how long? 1 month? No, more. It's almost 2 months actually now. And every now and then it comes back, especially if it's windy, and today it's very windy and dry. In fact, it's extremely windy. And I think the volcano is erupting also. So there is unless those are really strange clouds, there is a nice coverage that, because is also sunset, is tinted in pink. Hello, Mahmed. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your name. Surya Enjasmara? Hello. Am I a concept artist? Yes. Concept artist / illustrator. A bit of both nowadays. I would say more illustrator than concept artist, but I also do the concept art usually. And, you know, turnarounds, that kind of stuff. Call outs. So I would say both, yeah. Even if it's too hard to draw, it is epic. I guess you mean to be good at it takes a long time. Yes, it does. And it's funny because I actually quit for about a year for some personal issues I had, and I restarted drawing and painting again last year's March, April, something like that. And so I had to, I wouldn't say relearn, but certainly, especially figure drawing skills have gone rotting a little bit. Not the rest. In fact, I was less rusty than I thought it would be by staying away for so long. But you know, there's always margin for improvement. You take someone like David Finch; he's always studying, even if he's been doing comics for what 30 years now, something like that. So it's a skill you need to keep practicing for the whole life, basically. It's not a study that you do and then you stop doing, because, well, first you're gonna lose what you learn in terms of at least in terms of purely technical skills like hand dexterity and whatnot. In fact, I am honestly pretty rusty every day. Every day I start drawing and I'm very rusty. So if I have to do line art, it's gonna be very, very bad. And it takes me a solid hour probably to just carbureate and start producing something that I am even just remotely happy with. Most modern art is just some random stuff put together, and there is no skill, I guess, to draw that. But you look back at some old, and then there is some skill. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, okay, so I am a big fan. My favorite stuff is from the early 2000s and previously and before that. So like for these illustrations, my favorite art is from Dual Masters, especially art from an artist named Miyo Midorikawa. She happens to be Japanese, and I also am lucky enough to have been able to speak with her a little bit, just in chat though. And I don't know, a lot of things you see nowadays are very generic, I guess. I very much prefer stuff from, I would say 90s concept art and early 2000s, where it was very gritty. So it was getting better, but still had that gritty kind of hand-drawn look. And that's what I'm trying to achieve here. It's taking some time because it's digital, so but still, hopefully I can get the same vibe. That said, I also think that the bar for entering in concept art and everything else, illustration as well, probably with magic, is much higher nowadays. I mean, I've seen people with great portfolios being rejected. I've had friends being rejected, and they're not bad at drawing, you know. And those pieces that were rejected with, they would have gotten them in a few years ago. So the bar is definitely higher, especially for concept art, actually, because you need to paint pretty photorealistically if you want to do concept art nowadays. A lot of photo bashing and whatnot. I tend to do more illustrative stuff, I know, like this, or more cartoony than this. If you know the game name Grand Blue Fantasy, it's one of my inspirations. Not the characters, no, because I think there's a little too much fan service there. So I do like the monsters though. What's your favorite design of the 5Ds Sign Dragons? You mean 5Ds? Not sure what you mean with 5D signer dragons. I might know it with another name, but yeah, not familiar with it. Not that I'm thinking right now. Black Rose. If it's Akiza so well. Yeah, I'm really not sure what you're talking about there. The only Black Rose dragon I can think about is from Yu-Gi-Oh! Not a super fan of that design, if I have to be honest. But I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I'm just probably gonna leave the wings as they are. Probably. And I'm gonna add some extras. Maybe some little reflections or something. Well, not exactly reflections, but like bevels. Oh, I didn't see it was from you, Devin. I'm sorry. I thought it was still Mr. Callum. I'm doing okay-ish, I guess, today. These days have been a little stressful because I'm trying to get ready for a trip to Japan to see my kids, and there is a lot to do. A lot of documents because Japan is still a very closed up country for traveling, so anyway, yeah, in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh, let me think. Blue Eyes Ultimate. No. Chaos Max. Maybe Chaos Max. In terms of dragons, I don't know if that's 5Ds or something, because I cannot keep track of names. I apologize, I'm very bad with names. So it's that. What is the one I have here? I actually have some Rush Duel cards from Japan that I really like. I really like the illustrations, and there's a dragon there. It's like I can't remember the name though. That's just very cool. It's like a biomechanical, and it's very, very cool. But yeah, for traditional Yu-Gi-Oh! Chaos Max, probably. Blue Eyes Chaos Max. I like it a lot. Mahmed asks, is it for your own studio works or just for fun? This is for my portfolio, I guess, if it comes out decent. Although, I have to admit, it's way harder for me to design when I'm talking. So the end result is usually, for my personal taste, not up to the standards I would hold myself up to for a portfolio piece. Because I'm also talking and I tend not to think well when I talk. When I talk, like talking and drawing is not easy. Not easy. If I was just doing some figure drawing, maybe. Not that complicated, but coming up with a concept and with decent illustration while talking at the same time, I find it kind of difficult. So I might put this in the portfolio if I'm happy with the final result, but I'm not 100% sure yet. They're doing a lot of orbs nowadays, yes. I actually borrowed one of those orbs. I mean, one of those ideas. I borrowed it. I don't know if you guys saw it. I didn't stream it, and I think it was a little bit of a better piece. I did post it in my portfolio, which is linked in the description. But as you can probably tell from this piece that I did, that I did some time ago, very much Yu-Gi-Oh inspired. I did I had some orbs as well. So yeah. Okay, this. I'm trying to think about the perspective as well. Drop this direction. I'm definitely hiding the trails here. I'm probably gonna come back with some finer strokes on this. This, no, I don't like the. What's this? Is it a mosquito or something that I have? I think I'm gonna need a moth as a reference. Thank you, Devin. You can see the full-size version in my portfolio that's linked down in the description. Well, not in the video description, in my channel description. I don't know if I want to add some specific, like, decorations like a moth. Let's try to keep it simple for now, because I'm not even that happy with the wings in general. They were supposed to be different in the concept, and then changed my mind, and so they became what they are now. Makamat says, you can think perspective when the forms is so complicated like that. I'm curious how you're doing that so well. Well, I'm not very good with perspective, honestly. But in general, I try to think about things as a plane. So like here, these are kind of angled. Let's see if I can get it. So if you think about this as just a plane, there should be something around the horizon line which is tilted, something like that. And I use it a little bit of fisheye as well, but not as much. So it would be something like, depending on where you want to take it, I would say probably somewhere like out here. Something like that. And so we're seeing the bottom of this, and the part that's farther away is a little more like the lines would be closer. Ignore the last one, but they get bigger as they get closer. So I'm trying to kind of figure out, this is not probably even the correct one actually. The right perspective for these wings would be something like this, because they're at an angle. And so I'm trying to, like with the strokes themselves, to feel for the flat plane whenever I can. It's not easy. It's not very easy, but I'm trying to think like, okay, this is like, I'm gonna do this because this is a plane that's going the distance to a degree. I don't know if that makes sense. I might do some videos about perspective as well, although I should probably get a little better at it before, because otherwise I would just embarrass myself. I understand the concepts and I use them, but I'm not in the position of say, okay, perspective is very solid, I can consistently apply it. Sometimes I have to skew things, move things around a little bit because they don't look good, honestly, so. They simply look pretty bad. So. Hello, Mr. Industrial Media Chase. How are you doing? Is there anything in these wings that is not connected? No, there isn't. So either that goes or connects to something. make it go away. Yeah, I should go back here with some more defined lines. This is in the back, isn't it? I mean, technically it should be in front. It should probably be in the front. Given the wings that I'm using as a reference, that looks like the front. Because I'm seeing the back, but hey, whatever. Kind of sick of spotty work. I should get done later today. Cool. I mean, sorry for the spotty work, but yeah, it happens. Yeah, honestly, my day was not productive at all. Like 0% productive. I was playing Arkham City before because I couldn't focus. So I play a little bit of the Bats, start a new save file. I'm not going to be able to finish it, but maybe... Oh, technically I can play with my old computer as well. So yeah, it's been a kind of a crappy day in terms of productivity today for me as well. Hello, Emperor of Cheese. Hello. Welcome to our merry stream. I was talking about you before. The nice fellows on YouTube. God, this thing is hard to go away. Jeez, you still see it. I'm probably gonna use it as a base, but merry positive stream. No, it's just merry. It's not really positive. I'm kidding. I am kidding. So how do I want to do these icicles? Icicles. As much as I dislike working, I can deny my mood is better when I'm productive. Yeah. Same, really. Although it's my fault if I was not productive today. It's just my fault. As I was saying a while ago, because I'm getting all the things ready for this damn trip, I can't really focus. So I apologize. The work on the snow monster is a little slower than usual. I just have a lot of things to handle recently. Too many. So Mahmoud says, or asks, how long, I guess you mean how long ago did you start drawing? If you mean drawing in general, like picking a pencil and trying to draw when I was 4 years old, so 30 years ago. If you mean trying to get better at least, like taking it a little more seriously since when I was... Okay, I gave it a try in 2008, and then I gave up for some time, and then I did some watercolor stuff when I was 20-ish again. So a couple of years later, but like seriously, like I said, okay, I want to be an illustrator. 2016 when I got to know the Watts Atelier, which is where I met that nice fellow in the chat there, Mr. Emperor of Cheese. Chaisescu? What did you write there? Also, why do you use Jigglypuff emotes, Cheese? Don't be a Jigglypuff. Watts Atelier, that's good. Yeah, we went there with Cheese, and so I got to know Jeff, and for some time Eric Gist was my mentor as well. So it was a nice experience. I actually worked with them for about 2 years, I think it was, a year or 2 years, doing correcting the assignments for what's. But then my son was born, so I just didn't really have time anymore. And I had to get more serious with work, like illustration work, so I was unfortunately out of time. The Atelier Saga, yeah. No wonder you were asking about Smash the other day. Okay, yeah, we're talking about Wood Cheese Road. Yeah, I was a fan of Eric's work before he was my mentor. And then he was my mentor, and then we stayed in touch for a while. It's been a while now. I've been out of the loop, as I said a few days ago, the Watts loop. Although I do occasionally message him. It's been a while. I think last time was 2 years ago, since when we talked. I used to color really detailed coloring books, but I didn't really color much at all now. It used to take me almost 3 days for some of them. I see. I am sure cheese means peach. The princess, because she's a princess. Man, I gotta go a little darker here. I'm probably gonna have to define it a little better. Yes. So these are gonna go in this direction. And this goes down here because otherwise it's gonna be little. Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep that much detail, but I can definitely darken it because the wing is getting closer technically. So wouldn't it make sense to have it a little darker? I don't know. I'm not liking this kind of fade. They don't feel like they're coming towards us as much as they're going sideways right now. I don't know. This is perplexing. Pyra and Mithra, of course, Pyra and Mithra. Because why not? I guess when you played Arkham City, you just played with Catwoman the whole time. Was it you have learned from Watts Atelier? Just figure drawing or maybe other stuff? Mainly figure drawing and composition. I would say figure drawing and composition. Yeah. Because I didn't take any boot camp or illustration class, so I didn't. Technically, I took some animal anatomy and creature design courses. Though I have to admit, that's something I've been doing by myself mostly. So yeah, I would say mainly figure drawing, but the fundamentals. I mean, like the fact that shape design is really important, that you do not have to copy the reference, that you have to follow a specific process that's going to be better for you in the long term if you do that. So unless you are Craig Mullins, of course, which I am not, sadly. Well, you can play with Catwoman the whole time, Cheese, if you use mods. Mr. Callum says, I find it hard to concentrate, I guess, on a lot of things coloring. Was one of them, but as soon as I started listening to music, Well, dueling helped me distract myself. I see. Yeah, I am one of the few people probably that cannot do other things easily when he's doing something specific. So if I'm drawing, like especially for work, I tend not to do anything else because otherwise I get distracted and I do not really perform as well as I can perform. As I said before, the fact that I'm talking now is definitely impairing my capability to design shapes. So oops. Yeah, if I continue drawing at this rate, I'm probably gonna do the planes tomorrow. And then, okay, the planes will probably be finished tomorrow. And then after that, just cleaning up, and then it's probably gonna be done. So I hope this is gonna be finished on Friday. I hope. Don't take my word on that because it might not. I also have to work on the explosions, actually, which I didn't. And I have to fix the broken spikes. Oh god. This is gonna need some work. Wait a second. Before I merge it down, let me actually erase from that. I want to try to keep some of the outlines because it kind of sells the style of Dual Masters a little bit. A little bit, not 100%, a little bit. Okay, there you go. That's, by the way, that's what the sky looked like before. What is that thing in the... Oh, right, that's why. There you go. Yeah, I'm not super happy with it. There are certainly some color things that I don't like and I would change, but we'll see. Yeah, copy drawing is a trap. Do you have any advice for learning about figure drawing? Yes. Actually, it's funny that you asked me that because I was thinking about it yesterday. So here is my advice, given that I failed a lot of times. Well, if you like comics, copy from comics. If you like manga, copy from manga. But make sure that at least you have some base and artist you're referring to when you start. And just figure out a simple way to portray figures. So what I mean by that is you can, so like you have a base that you can use in terms of forms to draw a figure. Like you always do the figure in the same way. Once you have that, even if it's just sticks, okay, once you have that, and this is controversial, but I think it works, especially if you want to learn how to draw figures from imagination, go out, or use photos, but I would say go out and start sketching people from life using that model. So what's going to happen is that you already can make some figures. They're not going to be very realistic because they're going to be made up from your head. But then you can inject the real life information on top of what you have already. And that, I think, is the fastest way to do it because you get to practice a lot. And so if you just use photos, you're going to be, or draw from life, you're going to be 100% overwhelmed by detail. And that's going to impair your capability to render a nice figure. It's really going to become just copying for a while. So I think the quickest way to do it is to have some framework and then copy from life or photos. Especially poses if you want to be a comic book artist or even an illustrator that draws a lot of figures. It's probably the best idea. But maybe the Emperor of Cheese wants to chip in with his own advice because he's very good at figure drawing. really do not dismiss, and check out David Finch, who is very good at this. He's got a YouTube channel, David Finch. You probably know him, but he's very good at explaining that. Copying at first, like copying other artists, is not bad. In fact, that's how you learn. And once you have some understanding of what a figure is by using those methods, then you can start adding more stuff. You can start adding anatomy, gestures from life. But you gotta have some things in your head first, because if you don't like what you're doing, like if you're trying to do a lot of figure studies from photo and you don't like them because they look bad or something, or you just don't like to do it, because I don't like to copy from photos, honestly, that's gonna tremendously impair your capacity to learn from that experience. So like pick your favorite artists and start referencing them, or see if they have some videos. Watch the videos, learn how they simplify the figure, draw some stick figures, draw some poses, and so on and so forth. That's, I think, the fastest way. And when you got your fundamentals in, this is specifically about figures, by the way. This is not how you learn how to draw. This is how I think you should learn how to draw figures. But you should have some fundamentals in before. Like, you should be able to draw things in the 3D space, like on a two-dimensional surface. That's something you should be able to do. So along with that, if you're a complete beginner and you don't know how to draw at all, you should do studies. I would say studies like simple forms, perspective, that kind of stuff. Again, that's what I said before applies specifically to figures, but it assumes that you already kind of know how to draw a little bit. Because you need the fundamentals otherwise. So the prerequisite for that is that you need to understand that drawing is simply representing 3D things on a two-dimensional surface. And once that is understood, then yes, you can do it. But otherwise, I would still do it probably for fun. If you like comic books or manga, just copy from them, it's fine. But you have to do it having in mind that there is a construction behind it and there are 3D shapes underneath all you see in 2D. Hello, Galaxy Uni, hello. Emperor Cheese, what? I think that was a good observation you made. Learn intelligently, not hard. That's right. And especially, it's gotta be fun. Break things down into simple geometric forms. Isolate a single method so you don't overwhelm yourself. Exactly. Memorize a muscle sparingly from time to time. Yeah, but that can come like much later once you know how to simplify. Simplifying your way of sketching helps a lot from whatever level of anatomy is at. Oh yeah, anatomy is like, I wouldn't say it's the last thing you gotta learn, but it's up there, because I mean, it's gonna be like an anatomical chart if you just start adding muscles on top of a thing that doesn't look three-dimensional at all. And I've made the mistake. Like some years ago, I started doing the Proco anatomy course, and my figure drawing skills were miserable, and that was a bad idea. So that's why I don't feel like recommending just jumping into anatomy. You can do it as a side thing. In fact, I'm still studying anatomy weekly, because it's not like I can remember every single muscle, and I'm not that good at figures in any case. That's why I draw monsters. So, hello, Keycat. Hello. Oh, Keycat is one. He's a guy who is very good at figure drawing, by the way. He's on our Discord. Let me link it if you're interested. I don't know if hopefully you can see the link. Keycat is really good at the anime style. He does mainly girls or females, as far as I could see, but he's very good at representing the three-dimensional aspect, and is also very good at doing that style, honestly. But Cheese also is. Cheese is very good with anatomy, but he studied a lot. Cheese draws kind of in a Kim Jong-gi style. Late Kim Jong-gi, may he rest in peace. I have more, in terms of figures, I'm something in between. Okay, I don't do as many, but it's something between comics and manga. Something between kind of like Joe Mad, if you know him. Something like that is my style. Although again, I don't draw as many figures and I should, because I would also like to make a comic book at some point. It's just that it's very overwhelming. There's a lot of things you got to study, and right now I got to work also, so it's not my primary focus. You're welcome, Mahmoud. You're welcome. And if you want to join the Discord, feel free to. It's not very active, but we do post some things every now and then. There are some resources there as well. Now this edge, how should I do the edge? How should I draw the edge? Well, first, probably, I can see this as being... Oh yeah, that crystal needs to come back. Although I am thinking this is gonna need some little adjustment, shape design wise. Oh, by the way, all these little wrinkly things, these are completely made up. Like they just don't make any sense. I'm just trying to get nice shapes out of them. In case you're wondering, there's nothing special behind them. It's just random stuff. So right now I'm trying to see with the strokes to try to convey a little bit of that perspective that I mentioned before. Because I haven't done it. I have not exactly done it before, so with that, I'm trying not to get this too smooth. So yeah, there are some issues going on with these wings. Technically, I think the strokes I just laid down are a little off because they should be angled this way. Let me change them a little bit. Why am I getting a CoverGirl ad? I don't know. You tell us. Oh, but I was very irritated today because I keep getting these annoying channels recommended to me on Twitch. Like, no, I don't care about the next speed dating channel. I just don't care. Like, I have seriously considered dropping the platform to keep doing that because given that what they do in those streams is borderline prostitution, it's annoying. Just I don't want to see them. I'm not interested. I'm not really getting any recommendation in line with my likes, like zero. So please, Twitch, can you stop doing that? Just stop, okay? I'm not interested. Thank you. What have you been searching for? Jeez. Oh, if either his mom or sister look for something like that, because they share the IP, it's gonna track it anyway. I know for two reasons. One, my work colleague told me that his wife was searching for something. I don't remember what it was, a couple of years ago, and then he got recommended those products, and my wife was also looking for some, like, you know, those makeup videos that I mentioned a couple of days ago. She was looking for that when I was in Japan, and I got those recommended. So that's how the algorithm works, I guess. And that's pretty annoying. I guess it goes by IP rather than by browser history alone. I don't know why exactly, but that happened, so. And not just to me. Oh, you joined the Discord. Okay, thank you. Glad to have you on board. Have it not recommended it for you, says Cheese, because I don't know how. I'm going to look into it. I have not been paying attention to it until now because it's becoming... Come on, like seriously, that's a little too much. It's becoming pretty annoying, so I am going to look into it now. Not now, no, obviously, but one of these days. It's getting a little fiddly here. I don't worry, it's good. Hopefully he's got his computer back. She says if he was a girl, he wouldn't need makeup because he would be so pretty. Sure. Or maybe you want to say that you already are a pretty woman. I mean, from behind maybe you look like your long hair, you know. Cough, cough. Okay, this needs to be fixed. Yeah. Also this here. I was looking at some Dual Masters illustrations and also some MTG Magic illustrations, and some of them are very blurry. Like there's not really much detail. I feel like I'm adding too much detail if I want these to be one of those, because they don't really have much most of the time. So. Strokes to go away later, so how are you gonna? Yeah, Cheese looks like a girl. She's got long hair and looks for makeup online. I'm just kidding. Now, what do I want to do with these? There's a lot of black going on here. Black. Very black. I should probably tone it down a little. I don't know if I want to introduce some... Guys, there is... so, I feel like there is a huge disconnect between the creature and the wings. It's just pasted on top. It's like it's got a machine or something. I don't like them one bit. I think it's too late to remove them. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about a way to make them better. He looks like a member of the Beatles. Yes. Yes, I agree. He looks like... Well, he looked like a member of the Beatles before, at least. Much less so when he was at Watts, though. His hair was not that long, but now apparently it is. Well, he looks like a Beatle in the older photos he has. I'm not a degenerate. You can call me bully if you want, though. Maybe I'm a degenerate bully. Okay, one wing is done. It took an hour to do, so kind of done. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a little. They might need some work, some more work. Honestly. Okay, we'll see. And yeah, the tangent also there pretty bad. And let's go like this. I don't know. Those hot tub streams though, yeah, right? That's why I'm complaining. Oh god, I left a lot of stuff to fix here. Look at this. There you go. Speed dating, yeah. Especially speed dating. I seriously don't know why that's not a violation of Twitch's policies, or why it's not in the policies to not be able to do that, because it's seriously like prostitution 101 at that point. There is not much difference given what the people say in those streams. The thing, I went to one of those streams once for a few minutes. Yeah, same. That's why I know. And soon after I did get recommendations on my channel relating to that, but I don't go on them, and I suddenly, if ever, get them on my feed. Actually, for me, it's the opposite. Like, okay, I did go to see that. Like, what the hell is this? But where is that? Oh, there you go. But it was my homepage, right? It was in my Twitch home. So they're trying to push that kind of content, like, for sure. It's clear that they're trying to push that. Another one was, I don't know, it was a strange guy, like an old guy. I think he had mental issues or something. And he had like, he was cursing. And he had like 2,000, no sorry, it was 700 viewers and 20,000 followers. Twitch is not really the place for quality content, I'm afraid. I'm not arguing that my content is high quality, but at least I try to do something that has some value, hopefully. It's just a little better than a hot tub stream. Possibly. Hopefully. Has everyone ever had a successful relationship come from a speed dating, or is it more of a pastime? I don't think anyone ever did. Or maybe, but I didn't even know speed dating was a thing. You probably need to talk a little longer than 5 to 10 minutes to a person to know if you're interested, and for them to know if they're interested. So. Chinese dating game shows? Not familiar. Okay, the veins on this part, veiny things on this part are a little more hit and miss. Let me try to bring this back here. I don't know if I want that. Probably not. An old guy cursing. It was DSP. I don't know. It was Italian, so like this Chinese. Okay, sorry, I missed that. If you get a girl after 5-10 minutes, I might say more about her than you. Right? That was probably. It's probably not very recommendable as a person. Oh, I'm sure she's gonna be loyal. Very loyal. Yes. Oh, absolute effing lootly. For sure. You know what? Maybe I can add some of that blue here in the top part of the wings. The scaly blue. Yeah. I feel like that should curve though. Yeah, it's a little too straight. It's way too straight right now. I have to bend it probably here. All right, something like that. And probably here also the shape go in this direction. A little better. Nemo, have you watched The Bachelorette? No, and I'm pretty sure you remember me being very critical about that when we were talking and when you were forced to watch it. That is, and you were also complaining about it, by the way. Yeah, I am very critical of that sort of show. I'm very critical about a lot of things. I'm like Miyazaki. I'm a first grade a-hole about a lot of things. That's what happens when you get old. And you grow up during the nice times of TV. That's the 90s. What's going on? Oh god, I forgot the door. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Alright. No. Yeah, it's a mistress with beard. Who owns the house. No, I forgot the door closed. If that's what you mean. Yeah, I am. No. I'm not even gonna joke about it because I know some people take it seriously. Nowadays, you never know. You never know nowadays, right? So, God, this cough. Jesus. This probably does something like that. The other one is a little better in terms of shape design. That's right. Okay, this probably gonna have to move just this part. Move a little lower. Yep. Something like that. You can take a girl with the beard seriously. I hope. Yes, of course. It's one of those face warmers, then sure. Oh yeah, sure. You, poor Emperor Cheese. I'm gonna start a fundraiser for the Emperor Cheese and his mental health. That's been steadily declining recently. So is mine, by the way. So, go find me for girlfriend. Yeah, just those you need money for, I guess. Although, okay, well, no, that's just too bad of a joke for me to do now. I don't know what costs less long term. It might be worth the investment. Technically, I cannot have one right now. Mr. Cheese. Okay, this is a one good example of how not to do a shape. Like, this is very two-dimensional. Man, it's so bad. I'm gonna, yes. Okay, so technically, because of the wing, this could not happen. This thing here. So I don't know. Your Italian will understand, I guess. I will let you know. It's gonna be a little further away from the spike. And this might just, you have to go. Alright, Emperor of Bearded Ladies, see ya. We have another 15-ish minutes for today. Okay, there is one thing I could do here, because I just noticed this pink. This might be cool to give it some sort of half transparent effect here and there. Or if I could rotate. I don't know if it works there though. It could be. Man, probably doesn't work there. Maybe here. Like if I could add a little more pink. I don't think it's gonna look like I want. Because the pink down there is kind of looking like there is something behind, like light. A little bit. It's a little more transparent, but I don't know how to make it carry over the rest of the. This is way too straight. The rest of the picture. I like the pink here though. It's see here as well. It must have stayed from before. It just kind of makes them look like transparent a little bit. Let's see how I can integrate it. Because here I don't really have it, but it does not look bad. So I just do want to get rid of that line that I got there because I moved the composition. This might, yeah, in that direction. I feel like, I mean, this is a little dark, but it can be worked with probably. There is someone with a very, very loud car radio in the street. Oh God. You know those traditional old times Italian songs? I hate them so much. If there's any music genre that I hate, that I honestly hate, it's classic Italian music. Man, like from Naples, those whereabouts. Oh, God. This is so annoying for me. You know, I preferred it how it was a while ago. Get some black from here. This is almost black. I'm going to restate some of the black lines slowly, little by little, because I like to have an outline to a degree. Ooh, this is a horrible shape. Horrible, horrible, horrible shape. Probably this as well. I mean, this should be. This is pure black. Yeah, it's pure black. Gonna be honest, I've listened to some modern Italian music and it makes me cringe. Oh, the modern one is even worse. Admittedly. Yeah, but I mean, those classic, like, something like, I don't know. It's just, oh, my God. Some Italian streamers use it. That's why I don't watch streams in Italian. That's the main reason, honestly. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. I'm sorry to people from Naples, but that music sucks. It's really bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. In my opinion. More power to you if you like it. Okay, we actually got to a good point with the wings here. I was not thinking. How can I really use this pink though? If I wanted to use this pink, how would that work? Because this wing okay, let me think. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. That's doing the wrong thing. I'm just gonna do this. And this probably has to do this, though. I'm gonna have to fix this arm because I just screwed it up with those lines. I totally screwed it up. Can I use this pink there? Okay, this is better. Look, these two shapes are identical, so. And I managed to unbalance it again. If I get rid of it. There's no balance between left and right. Very political. No, I think, okay. Is it better this way? Probably here. Okay, it's a little more balanced now. Yeah, it's a little better, I think. Let me go and try to add some, last 5 minutes, some details with the texture pen. That's what I used there, I think. Because I want to keep the traditional look, but I also want to add the outline, as I said. And maybe we can use this in places like here. I still need it there. Obviously it does not have to be along the whole figure, otherwise it's gonna defeat the look I'm looking for. The look I'm looking for. Style I'm looking for. Oh! Hello, nice chest friend. Thank you for following. Thank you very much and welcome. Welcome. Trying to finish this monster here. Let's see if this it might be a little too much, so I'm probably gonna pull back a little. Hey, although it kind of looks nice in my preview. Let me check the other where's my there you go. The card I have here. They use a lot of black lines actually. Maybe if I fade them a little bit. Try to use this instead of the actual black. Hey ho! Thanks for popping in. Let's see. Oh, I do want. How can I do that? Okay, this is going to have the outline. Yeah, probably like that. Could you zoom out for a second so I can see the full drawing? Yes, sure. Also, because I have to assess it in any case. Probably 3 days left. 3 streaming days, like 5-ish hours. Something like that. Apart from the various fixes, the planes still need to be done, obviously. The planes. So the planes, then figuring out a little bit of detail here. And then refining like I'm doing now. I'm just doing it because I've got 2 minutes left. So thank you. The head is from a snapping turtle, in fact. Thanks for noticing. It actually is from a snapping turtle. That was the inspiration for the head. That totally was. And I'm gonna, so now tomorrow I'm gonna work on the planes and the explosions. Hopefully the planes, actually I'm only gonna do one plane, and then I'm gonna clone it, and then I'm gonna modify it a little bit because otherwise it would take too long. That's probably what I'm gonna do because I'm a cheater. And I think it's starting to have that nice Dual Masters vibe. I might want to add an extra, maybe an extra spike. You know what? I might want to add an extra spike in there. Or maybe make one of those bigger. Because the spikes are kind of bad right now. I don't feel like they're well integrated at the moment. Got bitten once by one. I'm sorry. The face is engraved in my mind. I can imagine that. God. I hope you didn't lose a finger or something. That does not sound like a nice experience. I hope that never happens to me. Okay, my phone is telling me it's time to go. So, I'm going to have to stop here for now. We're going to be back tomorrow at the same time, of course. And we're going to, fix some things. But mostly work on the fine gentlemen up here trying to destroy this monster with their fighter jets. And then we'll see what's going to be next. Again, I really hope we can finish this this week. So, Yeah, I'm sorry. Not even a scar though. That's good. Oh wait, I didn't read your message. It wasn't a big one, so everything's still there. It was more of 2 cuts in my arm, which healed up quite nicely. Okay, that's good at least. So yeah. Anyway, we usually stop streaming at this time. Well, I usually stop streaming. Tomorrow I might be joined by the fine Industrial Might and Magic. Might and Magic. Industrial Might. Industrial Media Magic. You see there, Mr. Chase. But yeah, usually until this time, and then I gotta go and get dinner ready. So, yes, I'm gonna stop fiddling with this. Thanks everybody for watching. Always appreciating your company. I hope you're gonna have a good day without snapping turtles biting your arms or limbs in any case. And I'm gonna